Hey, this is Chris Johnson, and I want to talk a little bit about the judge. If you've been listening to the podcast lately, I've been doing a lot of things with the judge. I mention him from time to time. I think I mentioned him the first time a few years back. Judge has been in my sphere for a long time. He's got a little bit of an issue, though. He doesn't really like how he's portrayed in the podcast. Very rarely do people come to me and say, like, hey, listen to that podcast. I was not a fucking fan of how you made me sound. There's a couple reasons for that. One, not many people know if they're in the fucking podcast because they make up fucking names all the time. One time, this is a true fucking story, I was making fun of somebody in the fucking podcast, some asshole, and then the person I was making fun of actually commented on it. Like, I posted it on Facebook or some shit, and she actually, like, commented on it, like, making fun of the person. I'm thinking to myself, it's you, asshole. I'm talking about fucking you. You don't even realize you did this? So a lot of people don't even fucking know. So, like, if people were aware of it, maybe they bitch more. I don't really know. But the judge knows that he's the judge, and he's taken umbrage with his portrayal. I'm going to read a text that he sent me the other day. Wednesday, July 21st, 1:46 p.m. Chris, I don't feel like your podcast listeners are getting a good impression of me. Could you at least do a podcast about my muscles or something? He does have some good muscles. I was on a run the other day. It was a fucking run in Silver Creek. And he was there. He didn't do the run, but he was in the area. And I ran with him a little bit afterwards. And he had fucking tight shirt on. And that chest, it was popping. I was very impressed with those muscles, if I'm being honest with myself. I'm like, this motherfucker's put together. I was like, bro, nobody knows who the fuck you are except for you. And he's like, yeah, but they know the judge, and they all probably think the judge is a douche. I hate the judge, and then I remember that I am the fucking judge. I'm sorry that you feel that way, because I don't hate the judge. I feel like there is a distinction between people I really fucking hate in the podcast and people that are just involved in my fucking stories. I don't think every fucking story that I tell on the podcast is negative. Like, I don't feel like if I bring somebody up, I don't feel like I bring them up just for the purpose of, like, attacking them. Sometimes it's just like, what happened? And a lot of times I think it's fucking funny, so I bring it up. I was like, listen, man, I'll discuss your muscles in a future episode. I'll let everybody know that I don't fucking hate you. So I don't hate the judge, okay? And then he said he wants me to tell everybody that his nipples are better than Gonzo's nipples. I saw Gonzo recently, too. We're all together in fucking Allegheny. Old Nitz McGee, me, Judge, Gonzo, all there. The fucking band was back together for the first time since like early fucking 2020 when we're all together at work. I will tell you, since I tell a lot of stories about the judge that might make him seem a little unsavory, even though I don't feel him that way, I will tell you a story about the judge that I've never told anybody before, and I've never even told him or Nitz this. I mean, I'm sure they remember this because they were fucking there. Judge and the Nitz they're an item. They're a couple. They're my favorite couple. So I found out that my buddy Chops died when I was at work, and it was really difficult for me because I love Chops. Chops was my friend for like 10 years or something like that. And then I got a fucking message on my phone that he fucking died. His mom sent me a message that he died. It was December of 2019. I can still remember it vividly. I still have that fucking message that his mom sent. I've never deleted it, and I will never delete it. Well, I was just in bad shape. I was in bad shape. I showed the fucking judge and Gonzo. I was like, dude, I got to get the fuck out of here. I can't work the rest of my fucking shift. I got to get the fuck out of here. And I was just spiraling out of control, like barely keeping myself together, like at work. And Nitz was basically like, you know what? I've had enough of work. Like, maybe I'll bounce. Judge, you want to go to fucking grocery store with me? And he was like, I don't know. I was like, listen, I'll go to the fucking store with you if you want to fucking go to the store. Like, I'll go. I needed something to fucking occupy my mind. Like, I'm one of those people that if, like, I get really bad news, I need to, like, keep my mind busy so I don't, like, just fall into this, like, deep fucking pit of despair and depression. Because I'll fucking go there and then I'll have a really hard time digging myself out. So I gotta, like, do something. I gotta, like, stay active, at least when things are feeling, like, really bad. So they both fucking left work. The judge and fucking Nitz both left work, like, with me, and they went to the fucking grocery store with me. Like, we drove a ways. It was like a grocery store that was, like, on their way home that was relatively, like, close to my place. It was, like, a few miles away. I was like, I'll meet you guys there. And they just fucking walked around the goddamn store with me, and if I'm being fucking honest, that meant the fucking world to me, and I think about that a lot, and I fucking love them for it. Because I was in potentially the worst place I've been in the last 6 years easy. You know, not counting, like, my divorce and, like, my fucking life falling apart. I was just fucking gasping for fucking air in the middle of the fucking ocean, fucking drowning. And these motherfuckers pulled me out. And it was just a fucking small act of kindness. And I don't even know if they realized, like, how much it fucking meant to me that they fucking did it. But I was having a lot of trouble, and I fucking needed somebody to be near me in one of my worst moments fucking ever. And they were fucking there. They didn't have to fucking do that. They didn't have to fucking drag my ass to the fucking grocery store with them. I didn't even know if they wanted to fucking shop. But they did. We walked around the entire goddamn store. And they just kept me occupied. I don't know how much I talked about Chops. I mean, we talked the whole time. And I kept my ass together and I was looking at other shit. I don't remember a lot of, like, specifics. And I remember being there with them. And I remember them coming with me. I just don't remember a lot of the conversation. I just remember that they talked to me the entire fucking time. They didn't fucking let me fucking drown. And I'm getting like emotional about it, but it meant a lot to me then, and it means even more to me now years later. Because so many people fucking suck, and so many people aren't fucking there. And there's a lot of times when you're struggling and you're reaching out and you just want somebody to be there. A lot of times you don't know how to fucking ask for that shit. And I feel like I don't really ask for that shit either. It's not that I'm too proud to ask. I just don't want to put anybody out. You know what I mean? I don't want to owe anybody anything. But I never felt like I fucking owed them anything. It was fucking beautiful. And there you go, man. So that should tell you what I really think of the judge and Nitz. Although Nitz never has complained about her podcast portrayal. I don't even know if she fucking listens. But he does, and he was upset by it. So now everybody knows that you're fucking awesome. They even got me shit for my birthday, man. I got a couple Stranger Things Funkos. I'm looking at them right now, put them on my desk. And he got me a little bat, too. So they're fucking great people. They're great people, and I love them both. I love Gonzo, too. He was mentioned. I don't want him to get left out, even though we just talked about his tits. But I'll be back Sundays and Wednesdays. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Podbean's the host of the cast. Every episode's there. I'm on Instagram at maybe 5 minutes. Twitter, Johnson Hates You, and my Facebook timeline as well.